everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is part 3 of eating for my skin and hair. First of all, thank you so much for all the love you gave to part 1 and part 2. It truly means a lot to me. And if you haven't watched part 1 and part 2 yet, I'll leave the links above. So in today's video, I'm sharing even more foods and drinks that I personally enjoy eating. Before we start, I just want to mention that I don't eat all of these in one day. These are simply different options that I rotate throughout the week depending on what I feel like eating. The idea is to give you plenty of healthy alternatives so you can choose whichever one you like. So without further ado, let's get started. Let's start with morning drink. Today I'm having fennel, cumin and carom seeds water. Together, these seeds are rich in antioxidants and beneficial plant compounds that support healthy digestion. And you know, good digestion helps your body absorb nutrients more effectively, providing your skin and hair with the nutrients they need to stay healthy. The night before, I lightly roast 1 teaspoon of fennel, cumin and carom seeds for about a minute. Then I add them to a glass of water and let them soak overnight. The next morning, I warm it slightly before drinking. And I always drink plain water first thing after waking up, and only after that I do have drinks like this. Another drink I like to have in the morning is Amla juice, also known as Indian gooseberry. Whenever Amla is in season, I always recommend eating it fresh because it's a great source of vitamin C and antioxidants. And as you know, vitamin C supports collagen production, which helps to keep your skin firm and supple while also supporting stronger hair. In Ayurveda, Amla has traditionally been used to maintain the natural color of hair and slow premature graying. But since it's not available all year round, I keep this Patanjali Amla juice at home. All I do is add about 1 tablespoon of Amla juice to a glass of warm water and drink it. Again, always remember to drink plain water first after waking up and then have drinks like this afterward. Now let's move on to another drink that I enjoy having 2 or 3 times a week, and that's coconut water. When I visited Bali, I noticed that many local people prefer drinking coconut water first thing in the morning, especially on an empty stomach. When I asked them why, they told me they believe it helps to detoxify the body while keeping them refreshed and hydrated throughout the day. Since then, I also like having it in the morning whenever I can, and when your body is well hydrated, it shows on your skin too. Now let's make one of my go-to breakfast. You can also enjoy this as a snack. I actually discovered this recipe online, tried it once, and now I make it all the time. First, I add oats and chia seeds to a bowl, pour in some water and let them soak for about an hour. If you are planning to eat this for breakfast, you can even soak them overnight. Together, oats and chia seeds are rich in fiber, antioxidants, protein, omega-3 fatty acids and essential minerals that support gut health and nourish your skin from within. Once everything is soaked, I blend it into a smooth batter. Then I heat a non-stick pan, add about 1 teaspoon of ghee and cook the wrap over the lowest flame. For the filling, I usually add avocado, cucumber and tomato with a little salt. Sometimes I don't even make the filling, I just drizzle a little honey on the plate and enjoy it with the wrap. It tastes really good. Now let's move on to another snack that I think your skin is going to love. I also learned this recipe online, and after trying it, it became one of my favorites. The night before, I soaked chickpeas. The next morning, I boiled the soaked chickpeas along with some beetroot for about 4 whistles in the pressure cooker. And you all already know how much I love beetroot. It's rich in vitamin C, antioxidant and iron, which support collagen production, protect your skin from oxidative stress and give your skin a natural glow. Once cooked, I add the chickpeas, beetroot, garlic, sesame seeds, lemon juice, olive oil, salt, and a little water into a blender. Then I blend everything until it's smooth. Finally, I garnish it with sesame seeds and fresh coriander. You can enjoy it with bread, or if you prefer, you can have it with roti too. The next recipe can be eaten as a snack or even as a complete meal. I call it soya chunk salad. You know, soya chunks are incredibly high in protein, and I always say protein is essential because it helps repair and maintain your skin and provides your hair with the nutrients it needs to grow. First, I boil the soya chunks in water with a little salt for about 5 minutes. Then I strain them and let them cool before squeezing out all the excess water. In a non-stick pan, I add about 1 teaspoon of ghee. Then I add salt, turmeric, coriander powder and chilli powder. After that, I toss in the soya chunks and cook them until they are nicely browned. For the dressing, I mix curd with garlic, salt, cumin powder, black pepper and fresh coriander. Then I combine everything with cucumber, onion, tomato and a squeeze of fresh lemon. Now let's talk about one food that I always try to include in my diet for my hair, and that is flax seeds. They are packed with omega-3 fatty acids, protein, vitamin E and antioxidants. These nutrients help nourish your scalp, support healthy hair growth and protect your hair from oxidative stress. I lightly roast the flax seeds for a short time. Once they cool down, I grind them into a powder. Then I store them in an airtight container where they stay fresh for about 2 weeks. I rarely eat flax seeds on their own. Most of the time I mix them with curd. And if I'm in a hurry, I simply stir a spoonful into water and drink it. Now let's make a warm soup that's perfect during the rainy season, and today's soup is kidney bean soup. Kidney beans are packed with plant protein, iron, zinc, fiber and antioxidant which contribute to smoother and radiant skin while reducing the hair breakage. The night before, I soak the kidney beans. The next day, I start by heating 1 teaspoon of ghee in a pressure cooker. Then I add cumin, crushed garlic and onion and cook everything until lightly caramelized. After that, I add the soaked kidney beans, chopped tomatoes, turmeric, coriander powder and salt. Then I pour in water and cook everything for about 5 whistles. Finally, I finish it with fresh coriander and a squeeze of lemon. Honestly, during rainy weather, when I don't know what to eat, this soup feels warm, comforting and filling. Finally, let's make dinner. Sometimes I get lazy cooking everything separately, so I make this chicken chilli with rice instead. It has everything I need in one meal: protein, vegetables, and carbohydrate, which makes it a really balanced meal for me. First, I wash my rice 2 to 3 times before soaking it. While the rice is soaking, I chop garlic, onion, tomato, capsicum, and fresh coriander. In a non-stick pan, I heat about 1 teaspoon of ghee, then I saute the garlic and onion until lightly caramelized. Then I add the chicken and cook it over low heat until it changes color. Next, I add the chopped tomato along with salt, turmeric, coriander powder and capsicum and let everything cook for a few minutes. Finally, I add the onion, a little soy sauce, then the rice that I soaked earlier and mix everything well. I let it cook over medium heat for about 10 minutes and just like that, it's ready. It's quick, filling, high in protein and perfect for busy days. And that brings us to the end of today's video. I really hope you found some new ideas that you can try for yourself. Remember, you don't have to eat everything in one day. Just choose the recipes you enjoy and rotate them throughout the week. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.